in Whitehall, Wisconsin. Time for the open house.
It's time for the open house on WHTL
What are you, some kind of real estate agent?
You're joking, right? I don't joke about real estate.
with the Hanson Real Estate Group.
I never understood why people are so afraid to eat at an open house.
I know.
The open house starts right now.
And it does start right now here on this Wednesday at 11 o'clock. And it is time for your open house on WHTL. And I want to welcome Jacob Lallemont into the studio from Hanson Realty Group. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Mark. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming on in. And boy, what a beautiful day out there in real estate land.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Gotta love this sunny weather.
Not bad. It is beautiful. Going to be a little rainy on Friday, and it looks like the weekend, but we always need the moisture, so that's not a bad thing.
You bet. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, you're the young guy over there in the entire group, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I would be the youngest realtor in the local office here. Started in the business when I was 20 years old, and I'm now 25, so a little bit of experience. Obviously, you get some great mentors with our team here, and so, yeah, I mean, I'm the young guy.
That's impressive. Okay, we got to go back. You're from the area, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I am. Yep. Grew up in Wamedy, went to school in Arcadia here locally. So, yeah, from the area here. And after some college, moved back to the area. Got my real estate license in 2019. Talked to NIC about joining the team there in the summer of 2019 and got involved in both the real estate and auction side of the business. And still am here with Hanson Real Estate Group and Hanson Auction Group, working both sides of the business still to this day.
What made you decide you wanted to be in real estate? I mean, at 20, that's a big decision.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely looked around at different careers. Obviously, when you're that age, you look at all kinds of options there. But always just kind of enjoyed looking at different properties. Whether it's a hunting property. I obviously grew up hunting and fishing my whole life, or just looking at different houses. Always been something I've kind of been interested in, so just got into a business I can be involved with that.
And fortunate that Hanson Real Estate, or actually back then it was probably NIC, I would think. Wasn't it?
Yep, it was NIC in those days. Yep, absolutely.
In any business, when you get into a business, in regard to real estate, how important is it to have the right mentors when you get into that kind of a business?
Yeah, it's huge, Mark. This is a business where you learn. It's on-the-job training. The only way you can truthfully learn is by getting involved in deals and being a part of this business. And that's where I'm fortunate enough, with the crew at NIC and now Hanson. You look at Jamie and Jackie and Josh. Just as a young guy coming into the business, you couldn't ask for better mentors. Obviously, have a mentor that I grew up with. Obviously, my dad there from the banking aspect. He's been in business for so long. So really my whole life, I've just been involved around great people that have kind of helped mentor me my way into this career. So
very important, I think, and well stated, by the way. Okay, so people who aren't familiar with the real estate group, Hanson Real Estate Group, there's a lot of different real estate companies out there. What services do you provide that are maybe a little different from the rest, or that you're better at? Let's be honest.
Yeah, well, absolutely, Mark. Obviously, having the auction side of the business, we've got a different aspect from a lot of your conventional real estate companies. So whether you're selling property at auction or conventionally, we can help you either way. And a big question is, especially a lot of these farms or maybe your household or a lot of estate deals is, what do we do with the personal property? The nice thing is with us, with the auction side of it through Hanson Auction Group, we've got that right in-house. You can have one contact, one person to talk to, start to finish, whether you're doing real estate, auctions, both, whatever it may be. You don't have to go and hunt down, 3-4 different people to get the project done. You can have one guy start to finish, and we're there with you the whole way.
That can really make a big difference. It becomes that personal relationship that can be there for the long term.
Yeah, absolutely. These decisions, anytime you sell a property or your personal property, it's usually one of the biggest decisions you make in your life, and we want to be there. We want our clients to trust us, and we look forward to working with them, start to finish through the whole process. It's really kind of a neat thing to be a part of.
It's funny. I've always learned in life that there are three things you need. You need a good banker, a good lawyer, and a good real estate agent, because you're going to use them all through the course of your life. So, and if you develop those relationships, they can make a big difference in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's a great three to have there, Mark. I mean, when you look at it, I mean, to us, repeat business is the best compliment we can get. We want to build lifetime relationships with our clients, and help them whenever they need our help.
And I would imagine a lot of it is the referral business too.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Both through auctions and real estate, people we work with, we kind of see often. They know us, they trust us, and yeah, that absolutely creates new opportunities to work with new clients. So.
One thing I think a lot of people wrestle with is, if I hire a realtor, I've got to pay the realtor fee, and if I sell it on my own, then I don't have to, and that's something I think that people wrestle with, but it's a lot more complex than it seems, selling a property. From a buyer standpoint, what can you do for the buyer that makes the investment on their part worthwhile?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the thing we can do with a buyer is, obviously in today's day and age with, social media, the internet, everyone looks at Zillow, right? Well, I don't need a buyer's agent. I can find all the properties I need. And yeah, that's absolutely true to an extent. But if you look at it, we're there every day. We know when these properties are hitting the market, and we can work with you to find things in your budget. Just make the whole process smoother from start to finish. So.
That can make a big difference, because otherwise you're going to be running all over looking at houses that in the long run aren't right for you, where if you talk to a realtor up front and give them what you're looking for, they know what to look out for. And when it's like buying a vehicle. When they see that house that's perfect, they're going to go, oh, I know who'd like this house.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Obviously, through our company and through our MLS system, we get access to see hundreds, if not more, properties throughout the year there. And just, when we have that access to that many properties, we can find the one you're looking for,
Now, from a buyer standpoint, it works both ways. In your business, the key is in a way, you find the buyer and you find the seller and you bring them all together and make the deal happen. So, from a buyer standpoint, what's the benefit of hooking up with Hanson Realty Group?
Yeah, from a buyer's standpoint, yeah, absolutely. So just like I said, we talked about, we get access to all kinds of different properties. We work with hunting and farmland, commercial, residential. If there's something you're looking for, especially in this market, the way properties are moving, it's just unbelievable, right? And that's where it gets tough. Like, oh, maybe I'll look at this one or whatever else, but we have access to, all these different properties, and we want to help these people out. There's people that have been looking for houses, on their own for a couple of years that I just personally know, and I'm sure many other realtors have that same story. If you call us, we can help you find what you're looking for, within your budget there.
That's a really good thing, a really good point, because, it's funny. I think a lot of people, when they think of real estate companies, they think, okay, I'm going to sell a property, so I need to call a real estate agent. I don't think they think sometimes in the reverse of that, where I want to buy a property. What do I do? Do I look on my own, or do I? And I don't think they automatically think call a realtor and tell them what they want. So I think that's a really good point. I think sometimes it's more important for the buyer than it is for the seller.
Yeah, absolutely, to a certain extent, and obviously, especially like I had mentioned, a market like this where things are moving so fast, a lot of times by the time you see it on Zillow, there maybe have been 5, 6, 7 showings and a couple of offers already made, and that's where if you can contact a realtor, we can help you get in the door, and get access to those properties right away, and I think that's a huge benefit. If you're looking to seriously buy something in this market, I think personally, obviously I'm biased as a realtor, but I think calling a realtor is the way to go.
And I think he'd say, call me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to work with all kinds of buyers or sellers. So.
Now, you've got some properties you want to talk about today that are hot on the market, and let's go ahead and do that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, just a few of our properties. So we've got the Humbird Mill right now, the old feed mill there. A great price at only $148,000, located right off 12 and 27 there in Humbird. It would be a great location for a business or some storage units, whatever somebody wanted to do. And at $148,000 for a commercial property, I mean that's a hard find nowadays.
How big a building is it, square foot wise? Do you know?
And yeah, I think you're looking at between all the sheds there. I would have to do my math there again, but I think you're looking at right around a couple thousand square foot in total. I mean between the sheds there. So.
That would be a really good location. A commercial property is hard to find.
Right, absolutely. No doubt, and especially at that price. I mean, like I said, I mean it would be great for storage units that close to a highway. There's all kinds of opportunities someone could do with that property.
And I think you've got on your list here that you want to talk about a couple of real estate auctions that are coming up.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. So once again, in that Humbird area, ending Monday night. So if it's something you're interested in, get logged in, get your bids in. We're selling it in two parcels, a multi-par auction here. We're either the parcel one is a house and shop, kind of trailer house, nice building there. That shop is plumbed in for in-floor heat, could be great storage. I mean, there's potential rental opportunity there, just an all-around great parcel. And then, the parcel 2 there, 37 acres, a good balance of that is tillable ground, which, would be a great addition to any farm operation. I mean, there's, once again, potential tillable rental there, or potential hunting property, You can buy it in either parcel 1, parcel 2, or as a package deal. And like I said, that's ending Monday night. So, if you're interested, give us a call. Okay.
For people who aren't familiar with how that works, okay, you said log in and you can bid on the property, I would assume, right?
Yep.
How does that work? How do online auctions like that work? I think a lot of people just really don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, obviously when you get logged in there, so you will see the price that the property is currently at, and, you'll see what the next asking price is. From there, it's, pretty simple. If it's something you're interested in at that price, you can just place your bid there, press the button, and it'll put you right in there. It'll keep ending there. And when you get in that last 10 minutes there, it'll extend back. So say if you bid with 2 minutes left, it'll extend back to 10 minutes. So you don't have to worry about, someone waiting and getting you at that last second. It'll extend out, so you'll have the opportunity to get your bids in until you're either get it or are uncomfortable bidding any farther. So.
Okay, and all you got to do is create an account with Hanson Real Estate Group online. Is that all you have to do?
Yeah, yep. So either one of our websites, Hanson Real Estate Group, Hanson Auction Group, both have access to the real estate by auction sections there. So obviously the one we talked about in Humbird, we've got one that just opened up for bidding in Arcadia there, and several other great properties available there. So definitely check that out.
The one in Arcadia I think you have here looks like a pretty good deal. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath home with a shed over on an acre.
Yeah, just over an acre there, just only a few minutes outside of Arcadia and Thompson Valley there. Great property. I mean, you guys want country properties. I mean, here it is right here for bidding. So definitely something if you want to be, in that Arcadia area or just outside of it, should I say, it's something to check out. I mean, it's a beautiful home and, who doesn't want a nice big shed right next to it?
Oh, I wouldn't mind that, yeah. Now, if people want to check these out, what's the website that they can go to?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. So it's www.hregroup.com. hregroup.com. And it looks to me like you're going to be in Whitehall today. Yeah, yep, absolutely. So from the auction side there, we have got ourselves an auction open house at Danny's Cafe in Whitehall there. That ends at 2 o'clock. So, we got some great restaurant equipment, some tables, all kinds of stuff that you'd expect to be in a restaurant sales. So definitely go check that out today and get your bids in there.
And that's going to go until 2 o'clock today.
That's correct. Yes, Mark.
All righty. Well, Jacob, I appreciate you coming in. What great information. And make sure you give Jacob a call at Hanson Realty Group. If you've got a property you want to buy or one you want to sell, give your phone number so people have it. And I'm sure they can find it on the website as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So that phone number is 608-863-3928. That's my personal cell, so call or text me. I'd be happy to work with you.
All right, Jacob, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. What a great conversation. And I tell you, you're doing pretty well for a young guy there.
I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much for having me on.
All right, Jacob Lallemont with the Hanson Realty Group. Next week, we'll be talking with Josh Becker. He'll be in studio, but definitely give him a call over at Hanson Realty Group. Whether you've got a property you want to sell, one you want to buy, they'll be more than happy to help you create an account over there, and you can also bid online in their online auctions. They got you covered every which way. The open house here with Hanson Realty Group every Wednesday. Next week, Josh Becker.